Oh, sorry, wrong video. Wrong video. Okay, guys. So to get up straight, so today's video, I'm gonna be reacting to his story. First, second song, second thing that pops up. Search character. Wait, he has post? I never knew. Huh? He has a Spotify. I never knew that. Sorry for getting distracted.
My twin brother Chris and I were 9 when we learned Morse code. We tapped.
I have learned Morse code in a very young. I was like, what is that?
Messages under the dinner table. Mom told us to stop talking.
This is Morse code. This is basically tapping out a message.
And tapped through the
like
wall between our bedrooms every night. When Chris got into a car accident and the doctor said he'd never wake up, I pulled up a chair next to his bed, took his hand, and tapped. Are you there? Nothing. But I came back the next afternoon and tapped again. Before I left, I always said the same thing. See you tomorrow, Chris. A week later, Chris's fingers twitched against mine, and I almost fell out of my chair. I grabbed a nurse, and she barely looked up. They're reflexes. It doesn't mean anything. I bought a notebook the next day and started writing down every single one. 4 months in, Mom watched me scream.
Hey, just like me. I got a notebook.
He's not gonna tap back. You're talking to a corpse. Dad lasted a few more months before he pulled me into the hallway. We need to talk about donating your brother's organs. His fingers move every time I hold his hand, Dad. The nurses said those are reflexes. Stop getting your hopes up, son. I don't care what the nurses say. You're not donating my brother's organs. But a week later, my parents called to have Chris transferred to a long-term facility to die and scheduled a meeting to sign the papers. The afternoon before the meeting, I tapped into his palm like always, but this time, something tapped back. Short, short, short. Long, long,
oh,
long.
this is different
short,
Morse
short,
code.
S-O-S. I grabbed his hand. Chris,
Different
if that's
Morse
you,
code.
squeeze once. He
Then I
squeezed
know.
so hard my knuckles cracked. I stormed into the meeting room and told them my brother just responded to me. The caseworker said, this is very common with families who aren't ready to let go. My parents nodded. I grabbed the transfer papers.
If I had a transfer paper, I would rip it up into 5,000 pieces.
The table. You're not signing anything until you come see for yourself. I walked them to Chris's bed and grabbed his hand. Ask him anything. The caseworker asked what year it was. Chris squeezed out the answer. Count to 5. 5 perfect
It's
squeezes.
2020.
His mother's name tapped out letter by letter. By the
Personal.
10th question, she said, he's still alive. We can't move him. Weeks later, I asked Chris what kept him fighting when everyone gave up. Heard Mom call me a corpse. Heard Dad say donate my organs. Heard all of them leave, except you. I asked
I
why.
have to fix my hair, sorry.
My twin brother Chris.
There's a part
The
2,
second
okay?
my mom pulled up to my school, I saw she was mad. And as soon as I opened the car door, she held up my report card. Are you kidding me? Not a single A on here. I tried to tell her I was sorry. I tried my best. She threw it at me. Maybe if you didn't stay up all night tapping that dumb secret code on your brother's wall, you'd actually be able to focus.
So good
I felt my
animating.
heart beating. I
I
pulled
could
out
do
my
better
phone to text
animating
my
with
brother. Mom's really mad. I think she might, but she grabbed it from my hand. Always on this stupid phone too. I could see her face turning red, but when I looked forward,
Sorry,
Mom,
we
watch
stood
out.
right my
She saw
eyes.
the car too and screamed. It smashed right into us. Glass was everywhere, and I hit my head. I didn't know where I was. I tried to open my eyes, but nothing was moving. Then I heard someone. Listen, kid, he's never gonna wake up. No, please, he has to. It was my brother. I tried moving my hands,
Nice words.
screaming. Nothing worked. But then, someone tapped my hand. I instantly recognized it. Chris, are you there? I squeezed my hand as hard as I could, but it didn't move. But he stood up. See you tomorrow, Chris. I felt a tear roll down my cheek. Someone else came in. We should just pull the plug. I'm not paying for a vegetable. We'll get more money from donating anyways. It was my mom. She was talking about selling me, but I was still here. Jay came back, tapping about his day.
Someone's
I knew I had to warn
here.
him. I squeezed my arm. It felt like concrete. Please, anything. They'll kill me. Then it twitched. He gasped. He ran out to grab them. That's just a reflex. No, it's him. You're talking to a corpse. That night, I heard my mom.
I'm
It's gone. We need to pull the
speeding
plug. I
this
tried
up.
to move. Then my shoulder twitched. My dad screamed. He moved. They were silent. If he wakes up, we get nothing. We need to get that paperwork signed. They ran out, and I knew I didn't have long. I felt someone tap my hand again. Chris, please wake up. They're gonna kill you. I squeezed. I needed a miracle. Then my fingers moved. I said the first thing I thought of. SOS. Chris, I knew it. He instantly ran out of the room. Guys, he's awake. He's awake. They rushed in. I squeezed their hands. They saw it all. I heard my mom. He's still alive. We can't move him. But I knew what she said. That night, I tapped it all out to my brother as he wrote it down. He couldn't believe it. Then, when I finally opened my eyes, they gasped. My mom hugged me. Honey, you're alive. But I didn't hug her back. The doors opened behind them, and when the cops walked in, my parents looked nervous. What's going on? Can we help you? They were pissed. They slammed them both in handcuffs, and when they looked, Jake was holding up everything I said. I could barely move my arm, but used all my strength to raise my hand, then my middle finger. The second my mom pulled,
Nope.
my twin
This
brother
is a
Chris and I were 9 when
kid-friendly
we
YouTube
learned Morse
channel.
code. We tapped. The second my mom pulled up to my twin brother Chris and I were 9 when we learned Morse code.
Why
We
is it
tapped
not-
messages under the dinner table. The second the flight
Why-
attendant slipped me a napkin that
That
said, "The
means
pilot isn't who he says
finally.
he is. Meet me in
I
the
am
back
from
to
the
talk."
back.
I knew she
So
chose to
first
tell
it's in
me
the
because
back.
of the military dog tag.
I am from Nepal, so if I accidentally say some Nepali words, don't mind it. I'm just gonna say what it is in English when I
Around my
realize
neck.
it.
I folded the napkin and slid it into my pocket. And that's when the captain's voice came over the intercom. "Good morning, folks. This is Captain Hopkins, expecting smooth skies to Chicago." But something was wrong. I could feel it in my bones. I waited 2 minutes and casually walked to the
Okay.
back, not knowing
I have
what
to go for a
expect.
few
The
minutes,
flight
bye.
attendant was there with a man holding up a police badge. The man whispered, "I'm glad you're here. I'm an undercover cop." I knew something was wrong straight away. The flight attendant whispered, "I've flown with Captain Hopkins for several years. I don't..."
That is fast. We're skipping that.
Every time we heard a knock on the front door, my dad would yell, "Stealth mode," and we had 30 seconds to kill every light in the house. My brother and I would race through the rooms, flipping switches, yanking cords, shutting off the TV mid-show, while some guy outside banged on the front door yelling,
Judy,
"I know you're in there, buddy." Dad timed us. Once everything was dark, no talking, no moving, no looking out the windows. We'd sit there until Dad did his owl hoot, which meant all clear. Sometimes 5 minutes, sometimes almost an hour. Afterwards, he'd high-five us and go, "Real ninjas couldn't do better." He told us stealth mode was top secret. Never tell your teachers, your friends, nobody. Other people wouldn't understand. For years, I believed him. When I was 8, I asked Dad why we had to hide so much. He said some annoying guy kept bothering our family, and stealth mode was how we dealt with him. I felt proud we had a secret skill that could outsmart bad guys. By the time I was 10, I heard the voice outside yell something about a bet and $20. I tugged Dad's sleeve and whispered, "Is the bad guy trying to steal our money?" Dad shushed me so hard I flinched. When I was 12, I broke the window rule, peeked through the blinds, and saw a completely normal guy in a polo shirt standing on the porch, rubbing his forehead. He didn't look like a criminal. He looked like someone's tired uncle. At 13, I told Dad I was just going to open the door and tell the guy to leave us alone. The color left his face. You absolutely cannot do that. That was the
That's
first
it,
time
bye.
stealth mode didn't